Brian Ortega, nicknamed T-City, isn't just popular for being a mixed martial arts champion. UFC fighter has a net worth of $1.25 million and is known for his lavish spending habits. Today we're taking a closer look at Brian Ortega's rich lifestyle and how he spends his millions. Clothes. One of the most obvious ways you can get an idea of someone's wealth is by looking at the type of clothes they wear. One glance at Ortega and you can immediately tell that the mixed martial artist likes to spend quite a portion of his wealth on his clothes. His style comprises mostly comfortable streetwear, but every now and then you'll see T-City rocking an expensive suit. If you head on to his socials, you see that Ortega mostly wears designer clothing. From the latest hoodies to expensive sneakers, Ortega has quite an impressive collection. In addition, Ortega has his own merch line that includes t-shirts, hoodies, and hats, among other items. You'll see the fighter wearing famous sportswear brands like Reebok and Nike quite often. Regardless of whether it's formal or informal attire, the athlete looks equally stunning in both. It's quite clear that quite a portion of his income goes into T-City's wardrobe. Sports gear. Being an athlete means spending quite a portion of your income on sports gear. From apparel to fighting and gym equipment, there's a lot you need to invest in. Plus, high-quality gear can be quite pricey. Getting the wrong gear is very risky and dangerous. Not only does it prevent you from giving your best performance, but it can also lead to accidents or injuries. Plus, Ortega's interest in sports isn't just limited to mixed martial arts. The player may not play other sports professionally, but that doesn't mean he doesn't like playing for fun. He enjoys playing football, baseball, and also surfs as a hobby. You can imagine that getting equipment for these can also add quite an amount to the monthly bill. T-City has also expressed how spending hours training and then fighting in the Octagon can take quite a toll on an athlete's body if the proper recovery methods aren't used. The best muscle recovery treatments require expensive massagers. As you can see, regardless of whether it's for the training room or outside of it, T-City makes quite a few investments for his career. To give his best in the Octagon, Ortega spends quite some money to ensure that his body is in healthy condition. Cars. What's a millionaire without a flashy car or two, right? Ortega is no exception to the rule. Currently, the mixed martial artist seems to own at least 2 to 3 cars. His collection includes a pickup truck, a Jeep, and even owns a vintage ride. Ortega also seems to enjoy upgrading his cars and adding special gear to his cars. For instance, he posted a video in which he showed the special off-road gear and add-ons he got installed into his Jeep. T-City is seen cruising around in his vintage ride more than any of the other rides. If you owned a vintage beauty like Ortega's, you wouldn't want it rotting in the garage all year round, now would you? Family. Ortega started his career from the streets and then slowly built his way to the top. The mixed martial artist had quite a tough childhood. Belonging from an immigrant Mexican family, Ortega did not get to spend much time with his parents as they were usually busy trying to earn enough to keep bread on the table. T-City has made it apparent that he cares deeply for his family and has shown that he wants to spend a significant amount of his fortune on the people he loves. For instance, he gifted his father a white Jeep a while ago. He revealed to the media that he had once borrowed his father's car and ended up crashing it. Although he didn't reveal much detail, he expressed how he had wished since then to buy his father a new car. Ortega's dream became a reality sooner than he had expected. Other than his father, he also seems really close to his younger brother. If you look at T-City's Instagram, you'll see quite a lot of posts featuring his younger brother, Chris. In fact, Chris may be the one family member he's posted the most about. Ortega has taken his brother with him to many of his shows, and it seems as if the mixed martial artist likes to spoil his little brother quite a lot. T-City also has 2 sons who has stated that the happiness and well-being of his sons means the most to him. It's heartwarming to see Ortega spending so much on the people he cares about. Lavish holidays. What's the point of earning millions of dollars if you don't use some of your money to travel around the world? T-City surely has good use of his earnings by using some of it to go on lavish vacations. The UFC fighter keeps fans updated by posting shots from his vacations. From the beaches in Hawaii to the beautiful lakes in Koror, Palau, T-City seems to have explored it all. He's also taken quite a few trips to his home country, Mexico. The athlete has posted pictures of him in Mexico on various occasions. For instance, T-City has posted pictures of him in front of the Palace of Fine Arts and of himself sitting at one of the pyramids at Pyramid de Teotihuacan. He doesn't limit himself to just the warm places, he's been spotted at some colder regions as well. Given how much time and energy Ortega puts into training and in the Octagon, he deserves to go on a few relaxing vacations at least. Sports. Mixed martial arts isn't the only sport Ortega seems interested in. The athlete spends a portion of his wealth on watching other sports as well. He's been spotted at various wrestling and boxing matches. T-City also enjoys team sports such as soccer and baseball. He was even fortunate enough to throw the first pitch at an Angels game. Must be a nice change for T-City to be watching a match from the audience's stand. Celebrities. Seeing T-City grow in popularity, it isn't very surprising to find out that the athlete has quite a few celebrity friends. Given the number of celebrities Ortega hangs out with, one can safely assume that he probably spends quite a bit of his wealth on his celebrity hangouts. Quite a few celebrities have reached out to Ortega to help him work out and train. He's been seen with Halle Berry a few times as he helped her train for a new project. T-City has also helped train famous singer Demi Lovato. Ortega's celebrity friends list doesn't just end there. The mixed martial artist has also been seen around the Avengers star Robert Downey Jr. Apparently, Downey even got T-City a special ticket for the premiere of Infinity War. He even seemed to know Kobe Bryant to an extent and had uploaded a picture of the player to express his grief after Bryant's passing. From famous sports stars to Hollywood's hottest actors, Bryant's friend circle seems quite large indeed. You'd probably need to spend quite a fortune to keep up with a famous bunch like that. Charity. As much as Ortega spends on his rock star lifestyle, the athlete also gives back to society. For instance, when he went to Hawaii, the mixed martial artist didn't spend all his time relaxing on the beach. Ortega took some time out to work with the Mauli Ola Foundation for their surf day. He assisted patients with cystic fibrosis to give them a chance to get a surfing experience. He's been helping the foundation with the surf day for around 5 years now. In addition, he visited children at the hospital to cheer them up and provide motivation. Ortega even runs his own charity organization called the Brian Ortega Foundation, through which he tries to help as many children as possible. In the past, the organization has awarded scholarships to children wanting to pursue sports training. On top of all of this, Ortega is also one to give back to his fellow fighters. At the 29th season of The Ultimate Fighter, Ortega defeated rival coach Alexander Volkanovski in the Coach's Challenge. Ortega won $10,000 while each fighter on his team received $1,500. The athlete impressed everyone by giving away his earnings to the rival team's fighters. He explained to the media, "I genuinely do care about every fighter in this house because I know that everyone is fighting for, and I know what this means for everyone. I'll share it with everyone. I'm the type of guy that if I have a dime, you have a nickel." Ortega seems to care about his fellow sportsmen as much as he cares about himself. His actions are quite admirable and an example for others to follow. At first glance, it may seem that Ortega spends his fortune blindly to enjoy a rock star lifestyle, but closer inspection has shown us that not all of the spendings are unreasonable. Some of the money he spends is an investment into his own career, while some he spends on the people he loves and cares about. T-City also makes sure he uses a portion of his earnings to give back to society, which is quite admirable. What are your thoughts on T-City's rich lifestyle? Drop us a comment to share your thoughts.